हेलो दोस्तों, स्वागत है सभी लोगों का हमारे यूट्यूब चैनल पर। इंडियन पॉलिटी का आज हम पार्ट 6 करने वाले हैं, जिसमें हम रेलवे एनटीपीसी स्पेशल 2025 बैच स्टार्ट कर चुके हैं, जिसके अंदर प्रीवियस ईयर हम रेलवे के एनटीपीसी के क्वेश्चंस हम कर रहे हैं। तो इसके अंदर जो है हम लोग क्वेश्चन में 500 से लेकर के 600 तक करेंगे। तो जो लोग भी फर्स्ट टाइम ज्वाइन किए, चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर लीजिए, शेयर कीजिए फ्रेंड्स के साथ और प्रेस कर लीजिए बेल आइकन को। रेलवे का पार्ट 6 वीडियोस है इंडियन पॉलिटी का। मैं प्रोफेसर रवि रंजन सर फिर से आप सभी लोगों का स्वागत करता हूं। चलिए तो स्टार्ट करते हैं आज का वीडियो। क्वेश्चन नंबर 501, विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग वाज इंट्रोड्यूस्ड एज द 101st अमेंडमेंट ऑफ द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन ऑफ इंडिया ऑन 1 जुलाई 2017। 101 फर्स्ट अमेंडमेंट ऑफ Constitution of India on 1st July 2017. What was the name of the amendment? That was GST. So GST came in 1st July 2017. So this was the amendment which was done. Okay. Goods and services tax. Which amendment in the Constitution of India deals with the abolition of rights to property as a fundamental right? So right to property was eliminated from the Constitution of India as a fundamental right. So it was done in which amendment? That was done in 44th amendment. Which article of the Indian Constitution had been impacted by the 44th amendment of 1978? So 44th amendment 1978 Indian Constitution, which article? And that was article 300A. Right to property was removed from the list of fundamental rights by which amendment? 44th amendment. Yes. Which amendment converted the right to property from a fundamental right to a simple legal right under article 300A 44th amendment? The 100th amendment 2015 of the Indian Constitution deals with 100th deals with land reforms agreement between India and Bangladesh. Which of the following parts provisions of the Constitution of India cannot be amended? Which part or provision cannot be amended? Judicial review cannot be amended. Which constitutional amendment, known as mini constitution, gave effect to the recommendation of Swaran Singh committee or Swaran Singh? So this was 42nd Amendment Act. In which year did the voting age for the Lok Sabha and the State Legislative Assembly changed from 21 years to 18 years? 1988. Under Article 51A containing fundamental duties was inserted by which constitutional amendment? 42nd Amendment Act indicates fundamental duties under Article 51A. By which of the following amendments of the Constitution fundamental duties of the citizens were added to the Constitution of India? 42nd Amendment Act. Which of the following is related to the 124th Constitutional Amendment Bill? 124th Constitutional Amendment Bill. 10% reservation to economically weaker sections in the general category. Which constitutional amendment gave the directive principles precedence over fundamental rights? 42nd Amendment Act. Delhi was given the status of National Capital Territory by which of the following amendments? 69th Constitutional Amendment Act. According to the Indian Constitution, the Constitutional Amendment Bill is passed in which of House of the Parliament? Both upper houses and lower house, Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha both. Which is not included in the proposed draft of the National Water Framework Bill 2016. Which is not included in the proposed draft of the National Water Framework Bill 2016. Self-contained stream. Which of the following Constitution Amendment Act has been provided for the establishment of the Panchayati Raj in India? The Panchayati Raj deals with 73rd Amendment Act. Which of the following amendment granted the financial powers to the panchayats and helped to strengthen the local government? That is 73rd Amendment. By which Amendment Act was the term secular added to the Constitution of India? So secular was added to the Constitution of India in the 42nd Amendment Act. Which two words were added to the preamble to the Indian Constitution by the 42nd Constitutional Amendment Act 1976? Secular was added and fraternity was added. But they have asked 42nd Amendment Act 1976. So secular was there but fraternity was not the part. Okay. So secular is fine, but socialist was also added. So the correct option is socialist and secular. Fraternity was not the part. So don't get confused, okay? Which of the following amendment was made the preamble of the Indian Constitution? Preamble of the Indian Constitution was made under which of the following amendment? 42nd Amendment Act 1976. Which of the following language is not included in the 8th schedule of the Indian Constitution through the 92nd Amendment Act? Which language is not included? So Kannada was not added. Maithili, Bodo, Santhali was added. Which of the following constitutional amendment the 8th schedule was amended to recognize Bodo, Dogri, Maithili and Santhali languages as the official language of India? 92nd Amendment Act. Yes or no? Perfect. What is the purpose of the 96th Amendment of the Constitution? So 96th Amendment of Constitution, what is the purpose? Use of the word Odia in place of Uriya is Odia in place of Odia. 96th Amendment. What was the total number of amendments to the Constitution as of May 2015? So till May 2015, how many amendments was done? So total 100. Till May 2015, 100 amendments were done. A revised version of the India-Bangladesh land boundary agreement was adopted by the two countries under which amendment to the Constitution of India? So India-Bangladesh land boundary agreement, and that was the 100th constitutional amendment. So India Bangladesh refers to in 100th constitutional amendment act 2015. As I said, 2015, May 2015. Which amendment of the constitution provides for 27% reservation for other backward classes OBC as private higher education institutions in the government? So you have to consider 93rd amendment. Which one? 93rd amendment. What is the 99th constitutional amendment? Establishment of National Judicial Appointments Commission. So National Judicial Appointments Commission is considered under 99th constitutional amendment. According to Article 341A, 341 first of the Constitution, which of the following language is used for proceedings in the High Courts of India? So the next chapter is chapter number 24 is official languages. You must remember this is Article 348A of the first. So in the High Courts of India, English language will be used. Okay. The official language of the Indian Union as mentioned in the which schedule of the Constitution of India? It is in the 8th schedule. Which schedule? Official language, Tears of Old PM, right? 8th schedule. Hindi was declared as the official language of Union under which article of the Indian Constitution? 343. 343. Hindi 7 का क्यूब 343. G7 H8 is there. So 8 minus 1 is 7. 7 का क्यूब is 343. So Article 343, Hindi was declared as the official language of the Union under Article 343. Which article of the Indian Constitution declares Hindi as the language of the Union? Article 343. Or no, they are asking about the first part or the second part. So that is the thing you have to understand. It was the 343 first part. Now, for how many years from coming into force of the Indian Constitution, English was accepted as an associate language of the Union? It is 15 years. 15 years coming into force of Indian Constitution, English was accepted as an associate language of the Union. Apart from the 22 scheduled languages, in the Constitution of India, which other two languages have been recognized by the Sahitya Academy? So that is Rajasthani and English. So these two other languages has been recognized by the Sahitya Academy. Rajasthani and English. Next, which schedule of the Constitution is about languages? Schedule 8. Which of the following languages does not enjoy the status of a scheduled language of India? Which is not a scheduled language of India? So Maithili, Nepali, Dogri, that is fine, but Garhwali is not the scheduled language of India. So this is the correct option. According to the Indian Constitution, how many languages have been given the official language status? So we know that it is 22 languages. Which language is not in the 8th schedule? Garhwali is not in the 8th schedule. Nepali, Dogri and Bodo is there in the 8th schedule. As per the articles 344(1) and 351 of the Constitution, the 8th schedule of the includes the recognition of how many languages? 22 languages. Which freedom fighter is remembered for his efforts in achieving the official language of India as Hindi? So which freedom fighter? So that is Purushottam Das Tandon. Purushottam Das Tandon is the freedom fighter which is remembered for his effort in achieving the official language of Hindi as India as Hindi. रेयरली बहुत कम लोगों को ये बात पता है पुरुषोत्तम दास टंडन के बारे में. The English language continued to be used for official languages of the Union via Section 3rd of the Official Language Act, which came into force in the year. Which year it came into force? It came into the force in the year 1963. Which is the state language of Kerala? I hope everyone knows that Malayalam. Malayalam is the official language of Kerala. Which of the following Indian language is not a Dravidian native languages? That is Marathi. Marathi is not a Dravidian native language, while Malayalam, Telugu, Kannada, this is Dravidian native languages. So the correct option is option D. What is the official language of Goa? What is the official? Konkani. Konkani is the official language of Goa. What is the state language of Nagaland? What is the state language of Nagaland? English. Very less person knows about it, that English is the state language of Nagaland. So here we are done with the chapter number 24. We'll move to the next chapter, right? Chapter 25. Attorney General of India. We will discuss about Attorney General of India, and we will also discuss about CAG, Comptroller and Auditor General of India. Which of the following is not true regarding to Attorney General of India? He is a member of the cabinet. Yes. He has a right of audience in all courts in India. Yes. He has a right to vote in the parliament. That is wrong. He has the right to speak in the House of the Parliament. Yes. But he do not have the right to vote. So option C is the correct option. Article 76 of the Indian Constitution deals with which of the following? Article 76. So Article 76 says about appointment of Attorney General. Attorney General. Seven minus one, G is for 7 and 7 minus 1 is 6. Attorney General. You can remember in this way, right? G for 7 and 7 minus 1 is 676. Attorney General. The normal tenure of the Comptroller and Auditor General of India is. So what is the tenure of the CAG, Comptroller and Auditor General? That is 6 years. Right? So Comptroller and Auditor General CAG, it is under Article 148. Who among the following exercises the constitutional power and duties in relation to the accounts of union and of the central government. That is the Comptroller and Auditor General of India. These are the financials. Highest law officer of the government of India, Attorney General of India, is the highest law officer of the government of India. He is appointed by the President of India. He is a lawyer from the government side. According to the Indian Constitution, how many years are the term of Attorney General? So this is very tricky question. So Attorney General is at the tenure is uncertain. As per Article 76, Attorney General is on the office while the President wants him on the cabinet. If the President him not suitable, he will remove it. He or she will remove it from his post. So, as per the pleasure of the President, he is there as the Attorney General of India. Who appoints the Attorney General of India? As I said, President appoints the Attorney General of India. Next question. Which law officer has the right to speak in both houses of the Parliament? As I said, Attorney General has the power to speak in both houses of the Parliament. And this is already mentioned in Article 88. Under Article 88, Attorney General can speak in both the houses, Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. Who is the current Attorney General of India? Now you have, at that time it was K.K. Venugopal. Put in the comment section who is the Attorney General of India 2025. So we are done with chapter number 25. Now we will discuss with chapter number 26, that is political parties. Political parties. Okay, let's start with it. Who was the first Indian to be elected to the leadership of Communist International? So he was Manvendra Nath Roy. So Manvendra Nath Roy was the first Indian to be elected to the leadership of Communist International. Which political party was founded by Kansi Ram? So Kansi Ram founded Bahujan Samaj Party, BSP, या कांसी राम. What is the election symbol of Bahujan Samaj Party? So that was elephant, right? So at that time the president was Mayawati. A political party can be recognized as a national party if it secures dash of the valid votes in any 4 states in the general or state assembly elections, and in addition it wins 4 Lok Sabha seats from any state or states. So national party if they deals into at least 4 Lok Sabha seats from any state or states. So that is 6%. How much? 6% of the valid votes. As a state party in India, what is the condition for recognition of a political party, and at least how many percentage of the valid votes have been received in the last general election of the legislative assembly in the state? As I've already told, that is 6%. How many percent? 6%. If a political party is recognized in one or more states as a political party, and it will be known as a political party, and it will be known as a national party throughout India. So I think it is total 4. Yes. How many seats are required? 4 seats are required, at least Lok Sabha seats. I've already discussed before. What percentage of seats in the Lok Sabha is required to be won by political party from at least 3 different states to be eligible to be recognized as a national party? I've already told, but now this is a tricky question. It is said by required to be won by a political party from at least 3 different states. So 3 different states or one state. So 3 different states, it is 2%. What is that? 2%. So 2% into 3 different states is 6%, right? Okay. Now next question. Match the following parties with their respective founding years. Political founding parties founding years. Indian National Congress, everyone knows that 1885 by A.O. Hume. First president was W.C. Banerjee, Miss Chandra Banerjee. We know that. Okay. Now you have to tell about Bharatiya Janata Party. In which year it was formed? So Bharatiya Janata Party. So Bharatiya Janata Party was founded in the year 1980. Which year? 1980. Now next is Bahujan Samaj Party. Bahujan Samaj Party is 1984. After 4 years of आफ्टर भारतीय जनता पार्टी, बीजेपी के बाद 4 साल के बाद जो है बहुजन समाज पार्टी आती है. एंड नेक्स्ट इज भारतीय कम्युनिस्ट पार्टी बीसीपी. भारतीय कम्युनिस्ट पार्टी इज 1984. 1964, I think there is some error in it. Okay, let's check it out. Indian National Congress is 1885, right? Bharatiya Janata Party is 1980. BJP is 1980. Bahujan Samaj Party is 1984. This is 1984. Communist Party is 64. So Bharatiya Communist Party is 1964. And after that Bahujan Samaj Party is 1984. Bahujan Samaj Party is 1984. Got it? So you have to make a correct choice. So Indian National Congress 1885. So A is third. BJP 1980. B is first. Bahujan Samaj Party. So Samaj Party came later. Okay. So 1984. That is C का fourth. Actually there was a confusion. It should be written as 4, right? यहाँ पे 1 लिखा हुआ है. Okay. Next is Bharatiya Communist Party 1964. That is D का 2. 3142. So 3142 in which option is there? It is in option D. Next question. Who was the leader of first non-Congress government of India? Non-Congress government of India. Morarji Desai. Leader of non-Congress government of India is Morarji Desai in 1977 election. Who was the founder of Mizo National Front? MIZO, Mizo National Front. So he was Lal Denga. So Lal Denga was the Mizo means Mizoram, right? Lal Denga was its president in 1961. Which national political party has an election symbol clock? So do you know that? That is Nationalist Congress Party. Nationalist Congress Party has an election symbol clock. Which of the following political parties in the state is headed by Vijay Sardesai. That is Goa Forward Party. Vijay Sardesai. What is the symbol of Communist Party of India? Communist Party of India. Ears of corn and sickle. Right? It was founded by M. Roy, 1925 in Kanpur. Which Indian political party's symbols as ears as corn and sickle? अभी just बताया था Communist Party of India. But it is not Marxist, right? Which is the following symbol of the Communist Party of India? Ears of corn and sickle. As per 2018, Shiromani Akali Dal Party is the regional party of which state? Shiromani Akali Dal Party is the regional political party of which state? Punjab. Which of the following is the leader of the Communist Party Marxist of India? Now we are talking about Marxist. That is Sitaram Yesuri. Sitaram Yesuri या Sitaram Yechuri. Communist Party Marxist. Shiv Sena is the regional political party of which state? Everyone knows that, Maharashtra. Which political party of the India strongly supports left-wing politics such as the right to work, land for all and globalization, and strong oppose the privatization and liberalization? So what was that? Communist Party of India, that is Marxist. Say they opposed privatization and liberalization, right? When did N.T. Ramarao establish the Telugu Desam Party, TSP? This is one of the famous party, right? It was established by N.T. Ramarao. In which year? 29th March 1982. Kalvakuntla Chandrasekhar Rao is the leader of which party? Telangana Rashtra Samiti, TRS. So Chandrasekhar Rao is the leader of which political party? TRS. To which party in the political spectrum is the Revolutionary Socialist Party related? Socialist Party. So which is the Socialist Party? That is left wing. That indicates freedom, equality, fraternity, rights, progress and reform. Which of the following political parties is headed by the Chandrababu Naidu? It's very popular question. TDP, Chandrababu Naidu is TDP, that is Telugu Desam Party. Chandrababu Naidu. The political party of which state is Telugu Desam Party? So as I told you, it is Andhra Pradesh. Chandrababu Naidu. Which political party was started by Telugu actor Chiranjeevi, which was later merged into Indian National Congress? That is Praja Rajyam Party, PRP. Praja Rajyam Party. Chiranjeevi started, the Telugu actor, which was later on merged with Indian National Congress. What was the political party? Which was the political party is in power after national emergency? So after national emergency, which party got its political power? Janata Party, right? So Indira Gandhi declared national emergency in 1975. Everyone knows that. So Janata Party was formed and it came into power. West Bengal. Everyone knows that. Mamta Didi. Trinamool Congress. A. TMC. West Bengal. So All India Trinamool Congress was established, and who was a promoter? Established by Mam- by Mamta Banerjee. In 1st Jan 1998. See, it is the very oldest, right? It's the older one, right? One of the older, but very popular. Which of the Indian national political party is headed by Mamta Banerjee? TML, TCP, All India Trinamool Congress Party. ठीक है, TMC we call it as Trinamool, TRINA, मूल M TMC. CF Thomas. CF Thomas has led which of the following political parties in the Indian state? CS Thomas. CF Thomas. That is Kerala Congress. Kerala Congress. CF Thomas. Kerala Congress. Biju Janata Dal. Biju Janata Dal is the regional political party of which state? Biju Janata Dal. Odisha. Biju Janata Dal. Biju Janata Dal. BJD. It's not BJP. It's BJD. Biju Janata Dal. Janata Dal. That is in Odisha. Political leader Navin Patnaik belongs to which of the following state? Odisha, you know that. He was the chief minister of Odisha. What is the full form of NDA? National Democratic Alliance. NDA, National Democratic Alliance. Basically, it is led by BJP. NDA has 25 member parties. 25 member parties. NDA, National Democratic Alliance. So BJP is the leading party and it was founded in 1998. 1998. But BJP was founded which year? Put in the comment section. As I told you, BJP was founded in 1980. Led by BJP as a major role or major chunk, and it has 25 member parties. National Democratic Alliance. M. E. Madhusudan. E. Madhusudan leads which of the following regional party? E. Madhusudan. All India Anna Dravida Munnetra Kazhagam Party. AIADMK. All India Anna Dravida Munnetra Kazhagam Party. Which of the following political parties is headed by Omar Abdullah? So you know that Jammu and Kashmir, Omar Abdullah was the chief minister. He was the 11th and the youngest chief minister. 11th and the youngest chief minister of Jammu Kashmir. So J&K National Conference. Aam Aadmi Party founded by, you know that Arvind Kejriwal, everyone knows that, but headquartered in Delhi, that is also fine. But in which year? November 2012. November 2012. And which November? 26th November 2012. Who founded the political party Dravid Munnetra Kazhagam, DMK party? That is CN Annadurai, DMK. DMK. Annadurai, CN Annadurai formed a party Dravid Munnetra Kazhagam. Political leader Nitish Kumar is from which of the following state? Everyone knows that. Bihar. On which date did the Constituent Assembly adopt the national flag of India? Now we have to discuss with the next chapter now. Next chapter is chapter number 27, and the name of the chapter is National Emblem. National Emblem. On which date did the Constituent Assembly adopted the national flag of India? Be sure it is 22nd July 1947. Never get confused with 15th August or 26th, right? So we got 15th August. If we'll check it out, July has how many days? 31 days, right? So 9 days there and 15. 15 plus 9 is 24 days. So national flag of India was adopted 24 days before the independence of India. Okay. 22nd July 1947. Clear? According to Constitution, what should be the ratio between the length and width of the tricolor? 3:2. The length should be 3 and width should be 2. Right? If the length, considering a case 3 into 4, 2 into 4. If the length is 12 centimeter, then width must be 8 centimeter. Is that clear? Of the tricolor. Is it clear? Next. Which Indian state has declared Malkhamb as its state sport? Malkhamb as its state sport. And that is in Madhya Pradesh. MA. Malkhamb as its state sport is Madhya Pradesh. Basically it refers to wrestler, right? Wrestling pole. Next. What was the national emblem of India? When was the national emblem of India adopted by the government of India? So national emblem was adopted by government of India in which year? So that was 26th January 1950. And that is fine. That was the, you know about that. Key national emblem is an adoption of lion capital of Ashoka at Sarnath. 26 January 1950, right? Lion capital Satyamev Jayate is written on it in the Devanagari script, right? It is taken from Mundaka Upanishad, translated truth always triumphs. सत्य की हमेशा क्या होती है? जीत होती है. On 26 January 1950, national emblem was adopted by the government of India. The national symbol of India is a model of the Singh capital created by which emperor? Everyone knows that, right? Ashoka. Ashoka the Great. Okay. In the state emblem of India, there is a quote Satyamev Jayante. which is inscribed in Devanagari script. That's right. What is the has been taken from which Upanishad? Mandukya Upanishad. I have already discussed about it. Mandukya Upanishad it has been taken from. Next, the Sanskrit word Satyavid Janate is derived from which Upanishad? Mandukya Upanishad. Everyone knows that, right? Okay. In which of the following years did the new Indian flag code become effective? New Indian flag code. It became effective. So that is 2010. Right? In which year? 2002. In 2002, Indian flag code became effective. Right? It is mentioned as the fundamental right, Article 19(1), Section 1st of the Indian Constitution. And last question of the day: what is the national motto of India? The national motto of India is Satyamev Jayate, truth always triumphs. सत्य की हमेशा क्या होती है? जीत होती है. ठीक है. So we will discussing in the next video part 7. So as of now we have completed till question number 600. So those who are new to the channel, subscribe to the channel. This is Professor Rrb Ntpc sir. Meet you in the next video. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. Press the bell icon for the further notifications for getting selections in the government job examinations, especially in the Indian Railways. We are doing the previous year questions of Indian Railways Rrb Ntpc Special 2025. So meet you in the next video. Thank you very much.